Police emergency.
Police emergency.
Police, South Yorkshire Police, how can I help?
When crisis strikes, these are the people we call for.
Oh dear, oh wow.
The ones who see us as we really are.
Fluffy bum, I'll work for you out.
There's no need for abusive language.
Put your arse away. Go on, put it away.
Oh, he's just got on another me again for sex. Talking dirty again.
Pervert.
I still look at things and go, wow, I can't believe I've just seen that.
Get out on the floor now! Get down! Get down! Give it forward!
These are the officers
Get back! Get back!
working on Britain's front line.
Anything could change at a split second.
Move out of the way!
You want them out?
And that's our job.
In a year that's tested us all.
Shops are going bare. We're living in a crisis now.
Times have changed, we've all changed, the whole country has been affected.
Storm, checking. Nobody feels safe anymore.
They are the ones we turn to. More and more.
Are you all right, chicken?
You don't need to be scared. Where are you?
Let's get you up.
It's okay.
Hey, we've all been there.
We stand together as a family, brothers and sisters, all on that thin blue line.
I'd like to ask something, right? You know, if people don't get tested for the coronavirus, will they end up in prison? Because I've seen it on social media. Is it true?
That if you don't get tested for coronavirus, you might get jailed. I'm unsure.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I'm unsure.
It's February 2020, and staff in the South Yorkshire Police control room are starting to receive calls about an emerging threat.
Have you got the symptoms? No. Well, then you won't be jailed then, if it says so.
When I first heard the word coronavirus, I wasn't concerned.
Because I live on my own and I was feeling scared.
Yeah, I understand you might feel scared, yeah.
I didn't think much of it. There was something happening in the world and you just think, oh, it's just another news story.
Police emergency.
Hello, police, lovey.
No one knew what to think because nobody had ever been subjected to anything like this before.
I'm frightened, lovey.
I understand you being frightened, and yeah, you've done the right thing. You just make sure you stay inside.
I'm inside, lovey. I'm from the bedroom window, lovey.
Stay on the line for me.
Thank you, love.
Can I get a chicken wrap as well, please? Or just like a bit of garlic mayo?
Thank you very much.
See you later, bye.
On the outskirts of Sheffield, it's an ordinary night for PC's Chris Shepherd and Pete Butler.
He's a bit weavy, isn't he?
Ooh, whoa, whoa. 72 Tango, can we get a vehicle check, Penistone Road, please? When you come through the lights, can you pull up at the bus stop, please? Just wait till it goes green, though, yeah?
When you're following a car and you see it swerve, you might give them one. They might have just been momentarily distracted by something.
What, the green?
The green, go.
She's just a shit driver, mate. But when they're all over the road, they're nearly colliding with other things, immediately you think, this person's had one too many.
Hello, madam. The reason I've stopped you is because a number of times you've swerved. I'm going to breathalyse you, OK? Have you had anything to drink tonight? No. Come and just sit in back of my car with me, please.
I'm scared. Do you want to come with me?
No, you just stay here. She's going to be fine, don't worry. She was very nervous, and she seemed quite upset. Don't do too hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Excellent. We've got it. We got it. Well done.
Good.
0. Excellent. All right. You were swerving. Were you using your phone or anything like that?
Absolutely not. No, I was talking to his son about coronavirus. I'm just getting really upset about that.
Right, okay.
We're just worried about it. I'm really stressed.
It was just sort of coming to England at that point. You got all the news and the reports coming from different countries, and to then start see it happening in England, Yeah, it scared people.
Zero.
Yes, mate. She went, I'm getting really upset about coronavirus.
So you nearly crashed your car? You hear it all as a police officer, but I didn't expect that. But with papers and the TV on the radio, 24-hour coronavirus news, the fear of it was spreading a lot faster than the virus actually was.
Not everyone getting poorly in like December, January, and you were coughing and coughing.
We were talking about last night in Bristol like that, and saying that it might have been before Christmas that they were first here and no one knew.
In the last hour, Italy said 24 people have died in the last 24 hours, taking the total death there to 79. More than 90,000 people are infected worldwide, with 3,100 deaths.
In early March, confirmed cases in the UK enter triple figures. The first death from the virus on British soil is recorded.
It did feel weird. It felt like something was building. You see all these films on telly about, you know, zombies and all that kind of stuff, and it was kind of growing the same rate as you see on the films.
Are you scared of getting it?
No. Well, only because I want to start a new job.
I'm scared of getting it.
I think we all had moments where we felt panicked by it. I would get in the house, I'd drop my bags on the doorstep and I'd go upstairs and shower before the children even touched me. My hands were bleeding because I'd washed them so excessively.
I'm terrified to touch my face. Why? Because, like, you're not, because you can't.
All the staff within the call centre the same. You almost become paranoid.
I went to Tesco, there's not a single piece of pasta in the entire store. There's no chopped tomatoes, no passata, just gone. There's nothing there. It's just absolute, it's just ridiculous.
With people fearing the worst, panic buying sets in across the UK.
No, I'm trying to get past you. Yeah, you push me. You push me. No.
That was crazy. We were having to put public order vans out because people were getting into fights over toilet roll. It's just...
Police emergency.
Hello. Could I have the police, please, at Tesco's?
What's happening there, please?
We've just opened the doors for the shoppers and we're having people getting violent over what they can and can't take.
Oh, crikey. How many people have you got there?
Hundreds of them swearing and becoming violent.
It was absolute chaos from start to end. I've never, ever experienced anything like this in my life. It's not a case you couldn't get it, it's a case that customers were greedy in what they were taking and not thinking about other vulnerable families who need this stuff.
It's not like there was an interruption of chain of supply. There's no problem with that, it's fine.
What are they fighting for?
Flour.
Oh, God. Flour?
Oh, yeah, massive flour. They were causing carnage.
Once one person sees another doing it, it just snowballs, doesn't it? Before you know where you are, you've got people scrapping over a 4-pack of toilet rolls. That did affect me because I couldn't get any.
It's 1:15 at Shepcott Custody Centre in Sheffield.
Come here, mate. Let's find out what you're here for.
PC Tuscany McKenna has just made an arrest at a shopping centre.
You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
This is Perry. He's been arrested today for Public Order Section 5 and for assault. Me and my colleague have been into Asda earlier to get some dinner and we've been stopped by staff. There's been an argument over multi-bag packs of crisps.
Yeah.
He's been told he can't have the crisps. There's been a struggle with staff, at which point he's been effing and jeffing at staff members and other customers in store, and he's swiped all his shopping off the conveyor belt, which has flown up in the air and gone all over the shop.
Okay.
He's then gone to leave the store, at which point staff have tried to detain him, and he's ended up headbutting one of the members of staff, causing injuries to his face by means of a black eye. Myself and my colleague had gone across the local supermarket. And as we went up the escalator into the main foyer, Perry was there rolling about on the floor with various members of staff. Perry were really upset at the time. He'd tried to buy 3 bags of multi-pack Quavers, and he was only allowed to buy 2.
Perry, you've got certain rights while you're here. One of the rights is to have somebody else told that you've been arrested. So does anyone need to know you're here at the moment?
No, I've got the phone.
All right. Secondly, you can speak to a solicitor free of charge on the phone or in person. Do you want a solicitor
Yeah,
this time?
I'd like
Anyone you know of?
just whatever's quickest.
All that means is...
You said duty, didn't you?
Duty. Independent front police, local solicitors will represent you, OK?
I take my nan shopping. We do a weekly shop for her. She's wheelchair bound, so I do quite a lot for her. With the pandemic, she's very vulnerable to it. So my main thing was try and protect my nan and just get what she needs. We get in the shop, it was quite stressful. The people's faces when they went onto certain aisles, you could tell that they were annoyed because people had been bulk buying and being greedy with stuff. My nan was getting frustrated because there wasn't certain things like toilet roll, pasta. She wanted to get the basic things in so she had what she needed to get by the weeks because we didn't know what the shops were going to be like. I was panicking knowing that my nan wasn't going to get everything that she wanted.
Just push your cap off and pop that
Oh,
one.
to get off?
Yeah, I know you've got hat hair.
We get to the checkout, we had 3 big bags of Quavers. When you walked in the shop, it said 3 items per customer. So we stuck to the limit of what we could have. One of the staff members come up and she says, you can't have 3. I says, the limit's 3. You know, you're not following your own rules. And then she took it off the conveyor belt and says, no, you're only having 2. So I took it back off her, and it was when she said, you're not having none of your shopping. That was just spent an hour in Asda trying to get what my nan needs, and now you're telling me we can't have her shopping.
OK, right, Perry, do you suffer any of the medical conditions?
Yeah, asthmatic.
Asthmatic, OK, yeah.
I shouldn't have done it. I admit that.
OK, number 17 then, please.
17.
Is that all right?
I did feel some sympathy for Perry. Perry's just a normal member of the public who panicked about what was happening. Everybody struggled with the rules that were put in place.
So, to your coffee?
Have a coffee?
Yeah, any sugar? 2. Right, all right, I'll see you shortly. All right. Cheers.
The vulnerable people should have had priority. And my nan, she's quite isolated anyway. My granddad's passed away and my dad's passed away, so I'm the only person that she's got left. So she relies on me quite a lot, and she is very, very vulnerable to coronavirus. And if she catches it, I think it'll kill her. And I don't want that. I love her to bits. She's my main woman in my life.
Sorry.
Hey, that sounds like 14 days isolation, that does.
Don't tempt me.
March 2020, and as news of infections gathers pace, so does the number of anxious callers.
South Yorkshire Police, Megan speaking. How can I help?
I'm frightened. I've got very high blood pressure, migraine as well.
We soon realised that the elderly were more at risk than anyone else.
I don't want to have the ambulance out again because of my blood pressure.
Well, don't worry about that. Just stay calm. I know that my grandma and granddad, they're quite fit for their age. You know, they're nearly 80s now. But they were terrified to even go food shopping.
I'll sit up you for a minute.
Across South Yorkshire, more than 85,000 pensioners live alone. For many, isolation brings a new set of problems.
I'm sat in a chair and I can't walk, look.
So what is it you're wanting us to do, sorry? Where are you wanting to get?
But I've got a bed downstairs but I can't get into it.
Right, I see.
I don't know. Who else can help me, look?
Straight down at bottom.
On the outskirts of Rotherham, Sergeant Edward Darby and PC Steve Inglis are on their way to check on a worried pensioner.
We've had a concerned son ring in saying his mum's possibly let somebody in. It's going to be one of these, isn't it? Are you okay? Hello, I'm Steve. This is Eddie.
Right.
We're from Rotherham.
And you are genuine.
I hope so. Don't see our
It's a bit
IDs.
of dodgy fancy dress, but I can show you my ID if you want.
Come on in.
Tell us what's happened. He just said he was from national oath. He says, well, we've been sent to disinfect all your house. One were talking down here, but other were busy.
Do you mind if we have a walk around your bedroom with you, just so you can have a look, see if anything's been moved?
No, can do.
Should we go and have a look, love, if that's all right?
Somebody had been in her property and searched all the rooms, and we didn't know what we'd find. But it did appear to us that she had been targeted.
What were he wearing?
Ordinary suits, but he'd got an NHS thing. Around here it said NHS.
Well, like mine says police. You can buy them off the internet. The more we delved into it, the more we got speaking to her, it would just become transparent what had actually happened. So there was one of them up here on their own, was there?
Yes.
Did they have gloves?
Yes, because he showed me his gloves.
Right.
This job was what we call a bogus official job. We get a lot of people wearing high-vis jackets saying they're from an electricity company or water board to gain access to somebody's property to steal from them.
But nothing's moved in here, none of your jewellery?
No, there's them.
Yeah.
There's me watch, there's rings and that in
Yeah.
Everything's just perfect as I left it.
Right.
Nothing.
We had it confirmed that they certainly were not from NHS and that wasn't the service that they offered. But sometimes, yeah, these tricksters will come in, they'll have a look around, if there's nothing that they can take of any value or money, they will just leave.
They didn't look rogues. I thought, oh, they're genuine.
If they are genuine, they won't mind you saying to them, just hang on 5 minutes while I ring you the company you're from. You see, unfortunately, when a lot of things that happen like COVID, con men will prey on the elderly, using whatever tricks they can. Times have changed, we've all changed, unfortunately criminals have too. I'm going to be requesting what we call CSI, which is crime scene investigators, to come out. I know you said they might have got gloves on, but they might have touched something by accident. We just need them to come and have a look and have a walk around with you again. Are you all right with me doing that?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Paul.
Hey, fella, sorry to disturb you. Strange question.
Yeah.
You had anybody knocking on your door this afternoon, have you, asking if you've been in hospital recently, if...
No. I've seen it on Facebook.
We see the best and worst of people in times like this, so we're seeing people rallying around, helping the elderly, but then you see certain members of the public just want to do their thing. Unfortunately, she's somebody in her house. Are you kidding? No. It brings out the two sides of the pandemic. One is where people have stuck together, become more part of the community, and one where they just become more selfish.
Go out a bit.
Coronavirus.
With the crisis deepening,
What's happening in Benidorm? They shut it.
Closed down, but it's going on the 30th.
They've closed Benidorm. Oh my God. They should have shut it years ago.
the government released national guidelines which they hope will combat the spread of the virus.
If you or anyone in your household has symptoms, then you should stay at home for 14 days. Now is the time for everyone to stop non-essential contact with others and to stop all unnecessary travel.
The phones blew up. People went mental. They said, well, I've left my clothes at my uni digs. Am I allowed to go and get them? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, is that essential travel? Is it essential for you to be clothed? I don't know.
I've come to collect my daughter from my ex-partner's address.
Right.
And he's not letting me collect her. He's being suspected of the coronavirus. He's trying to say that she needs to be isolated, but she needs to have asthma.
You didn't know what to say to people.
Right, bear with me 1 second then. I'll just pop you on hold 2 minutes while I just double check something, alright?
The guidelines were so vague. You just felt like you were just as clueless as the people that were ringing up.
What's the worry? That her daughter's got asthma and she's in house with a man with coronavirus and she's got to stay away from people with coronavirus.
But then we're not going to go to their house if they've got coronavirus.
No.
It was stressful.
I don't feel safe. I can't go out of my house. I just want it to stop.
Right. The guidance was, don't go out of your house unless you really need to. But we had to leave the house, had to go to work. We had no choice.
Is everybody feeling all right? No persistent coughs?
At Ecclesfield Police Station, Sergeant Anthony Cartledge is conducting the daily briefing.
Daily update on the COVID-19. Any temperature above 37.8 degrees and a new persistent cough. You need to be self-isolating, posting it to me or Ali, and they'll be able to discuss whether you can work from home or come into work and self-isolate at work in an empty office or something like that. Be very mindful though, because I think you carry it for 5 days before these symptoms come out.
I was worried, yeah. There was a starting growth in people that are receiving it and people that start to unfortunately die from it.
So if we do arrest anybody that we are suspecting of having COVID, just make sure that you make us aware.
Is that for the foreseeable or?
It's changing, isn't it, daily? We don't know.
We weren't really prepared to deal with this pandemic, to be honest. The rules, it was a bit all over the place.
Use the wipes to wipe your tasers, your body-worn video, steering wheel, before you use them. Any what, sorry? We've only got the pumps. We ain't got individual ones yet. There's a couple of pumps in office.
I wish they would give us more PPE, especially working on the front line and dealing with people face to face. Later, we started to get face masks and more tools were put in place to help protect us.
Stay safe, let's go.
But do I think things could have been put in place beforehand? Yeah, I do.
Police emergency.
Hiya, please. There's someone outside my house going crazy.
Right, what are they doing?
Trying to smash my windows.
Okay, do you know the person that's doing it?
Yeah, I do.
It's 9:43 on Friday morning.
I've had enough of the girl now. She's doing me head and I'm heavily pregnant as well.
What's she using to smash the windows?
She's going off crazy. She's just going off crazy. She's shutting my door, tried getting in my house and everything.
Is it locked?
Yeah.
Alright, I've got officers on the way, alright, just keep the doors locked like you're doing.
PC's Josh Hunter and Chelsea Robertshaw are the nearest available unit.
Got potential damage and threats.
My little boy girl being sent home from school this morning, causing symptoms. I'm having to be self-isolated with me and my children.
So you are self-isolating at the property, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Yeah, for your information, this female is in self-isolation.
That's received, thank you.
What's the protocol for that then? It's ridiculous.
I didn't know if we've got everything in place. We haven't been tested. I don't think there's any plans for us to get tested. I haven't got a face mask. I've heard about people needing face masks, but that's for NHS workers. I know I need to be trying to keep away from people.
61 Tango Code 6.
We're blue lighting to this address, but at this point we've got a victim inside. Her son's potentially got coronavirus. But we still need to do our job and do our job safely.
Hello.
Because if we all got ill, what happens then?
What's happened?
Tried opening my door,
Right.
shouting things, telling me she's going to keep the baby out of my belly.
Right. Why?
I broke friends with her months ago and she's one of them people that don't like to lose friends.
Right.
I'm pregnant, you know what I mean? And
Must be a reason.
that's the kind of person she's Arabelle.
She was scared when I arrived. She looked really panicked, but I was trying to keep the distance. With the children being sent home from school, there is that added risk.
Starting on my children all the time, do you know what I mean? Shouting things to my kids, it's that loud.
I can't imagine the stress and anxiety she was going through, but we couldn't offer the reassurance that we could normally offer where we'd go inside the house, the door would be secured, she'd feel more safe.
Now, normally I get you to sign this, but I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want you to touch my pen.
I'm not ill.
Could you just put my signature
Don't worry, I've
somewhere?
got no germs.
All right. So, thank you. We'll go and have a look for her now if she's driving
Thank
about
you.
and unfit. All right. Cheers. I'm rubbing my pen.
Six 1 Tango.
The offender's gone.
Is there anyone else in the area that could have a look for this car, please?
Police emergency.
Hello, please.
What's happening?
Jason has just been to my house, just kicked off my door again.
Right, who's been to your house?
Kicked my windows, took the door and put all my head up it.
Control 2 Kilo Alpha 61 Tango.
Go ahead.
Apparently, suspects returned and trying to kick the door in. Call handler could hear it whilst on the phone. Can you reattend?
she'd been assaulted.
So what's she done there?
I'm just sick of it. I've just been stood behind door windows being kicked.
How have you got that on your head?
That's just what I mean. I'm literally 3-4 minutes go. I did nothing. Shit, man. I just want.
This is a big PVC door, and she'd bashed through a big panel which hit the pregnant female in the head and caused quite a nasty cut.
What are you going to do about your head?
I'm just going to bit of it.
You're just going to what?
She's going to clean it up.
Ah, right.
That may not have happened if it wasn't for coronavirus.
We'll find her and get hold of her, lock her up.
The victim could have been removed to a place of safety.
6-1 Tango.
1 Tango, go ahead.
This suspect's gone again.
Roger.
We'll head over to see if this female's made it home.
People ring us because they need us, whether they've been injured or they're in danger, and we need to offer support, and the right support.
That vehicle's not theirs.
Coronavirus made our job very hard within a couple of days. Not that our job was not hard the week before.
We've done an area search and I'm going to check the address. It's been okay.
She must still be about somewhere.
The time has now come for us all to do more. I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Oh, damn, knackered. Police emergency.
I was wanting to talk to somebody about breaches to the government COVID guidelines.
Yep.
My direct neighbour, they're not playing by the rules.
As soon as lockdown started, it just kicked off. Everything went mental.
But they're having people over for parties, I guess, having meals and drinks in the garden.
We were getting hundreds of calls a day.
One of our neighbours is hanging around in the car park with the kids and his mates and they're smoking weed and everything, and obviously with the lockdown and everything that's going off with the COVID, it's just getting quite annoying now.
You've got your nosy neighbours, and they've been given a chance to be a really nosy neighbour.
Just takes the mickey up, doesn't it? When it's a nice resort to sit in the garden full of people.
5 dog walks a day. They've been to the shop twice. They haven't been for essential shopping. She's been to B&M and not Co-op.
And are you happy for me to take a name and address for yourself?
It's a little bit difficult because we normally get on very well.
Would you rather not give that over?
Somebody knew there'd been 50 cars drive down his street that day since 6 o'clock this morning. Where were they all going? I said, I don't know. I don't know where they're going.
I just need to get some gloves.
With the crisis intensifying, new recruit Sophie O'Reilly has to adapt to rapid change at the same time as learning the ropes.
My frame of reference has literally been 3 weeks of policing and then this pandemic. I was trying to learn about the policing role whilst also learning about COVID and the guidelines that were being passed and what we should and shouldn't be doing. So it was a really strange time.
Hello, police emergency.
I've just been assaulted. I'm a policeman. I'm not a policeman, I'm a postman. I don't know what I'm saying. There's 2 males tried to hold me up.
Right, are they still on scene?
I don't know, I've got away as far as possible from them. They said, run, fucker.
Right. You injured?
There's some blood, I think my eye's swelling up.
Was there any weapons involved?
No, just their fist.
Let me just get some officers. Stay on the phone with me, alright?
That's received. Are the males still in the area or have they made off?
Was it 2 males?
Yes. One of them came up to me and grabbed me by my left lapel and said, empty all your pockets, fucker. And I just looked at him and I said no, and that's when he hit me.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing? Oh my. Yeah.
Silly sausages today.
When you sign up to be a police officer, you accept that you are taking a risk and you may come to harm whilst at work. But my dad was classed as high risk at that time. And for me, that was where the panic was. Am I going to cause any harm to him or my mum? And that's something that I'd not be able to forgive myself for.
Is that him? Is that him? Possibly.
Oh, bless him.
Dear.
Hello.
No, hello. There's 2 officers here now, yeah. They were in park if they're still doing it.
Sophie, I'll just go have a look for him.
Yeah, all right, yeah. You okay? Do you want to lean against this wall here? Should we just get you to sit down? You've got a bit of a head injury.
I've entered a green area of the road where these 2 men were standing.
Stay there. Stay there.
One of them was matching the description,
6-3, I've got 2 males running.
and as they've seen me, they've ran.
Going on to Burglary Road, 2 males.
That's gave me suspicion straight away to say that they were involved and have given chase.
Straight across onto Crabtree. Where is he? Stay there. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
What are you arresting me for?
Eh? Let me get your cuffs on you and explain it to you.
I ain't done no wrong.
Get up. I'll get it for you. Get up.
What's up? What have I done?
6-3, I've got 1 detained.
Before the whole corona situation, arresting someone, it only sort of affected myself and this person that I was dealing with. But my girlfriend, she was told to shield, so I had all that running through the back of my head. You can't obviously keep your 2 metre social distancing when arresting someone.
Get your hands off, yeah?
Get off me! Get off me!
Stop shouting!
Get off the floor!
Get on the floor. Look away, because you're spitting.
I must be.
That's the worrying thing for me, when working on the front line, arresting someone and potentially taking something back.
Get your hands off me. Right, look away from me. 653.
You don't have time to put your personal protective equipment on, put your gloves on, put your mask on. You have to act in that instant.
You gonna behave if we get you up?
Yeah, it can be nerve-wracking.
Have a seat there for me. Put your legs in for me.
Throughout Corona, everyone was taking risks working on the front line, whether it's hospitals, police, key workers, postmen and things like that.
Can I have a person's check, please, at this location on Premier?
Won't lie, it was a little bit scary. It was kind of the unknown.
It's wanted for burglary. I'm going to further arrest you for burglary.
But I think that's the job. You've just got to do your best to deal with what you've got in front of you.
I think Nikki's got coronavirus.
Has she?
Well, she's not in today.
I woke up today feeling so shit and I was like, I should probably be isolating myself right now, but...
I've had like a tickle in my throat.
Yeah, I've had a dry throat.
While most people across the country are under strict instructions to work from home, those on the front line must keep essential services running.
Ambulance, Yorkshire Police, all right?
Hello, are you all that fine's back up and running again?
We're understaffed and we're so busy with Corona.
Oh, bless you. It was stressful. We got a lot of staff off sick. We got a lot of staff shielding, just like everywhere else. Police emergency.
Hey, what have you got, mate? My partner's just gone mental and started to attack me.
With many people trapped in their homes, the call centre is soon receiving worrying reports.
What did she do to you?
She just started going mental, biting me, telling me she wanted me out of the house, etc.
Domestic violence starts to surge, reaching an average of 85 calls every single day.
It's on as an emergency, they're coming quick as they can. If people are living in a house which is already toxic, then you lock them in that house together, it's asking for trouble.
I can hear glass smashing, I can hear a woman crying, and the guys just calling her all sorts of horrible names, telling her that I hope she dies and all sorts. They're on the verge of killing each other by the sound of it.
One of you might say, I'll just go out, I'll go and chill out, we'll come back, it'll all be sorted. There were none of that. You were stuck.
Police emergency.
Hello, can I have police out, please? My partner's hit me. We're drunk and I've got my daughter here.
Exacerbating family tensions is substance abuse.
Move away from him, I'm going to get officers straight to you.
Our alcohol sales went through the roof. We physically couldn't keep them stocked up quick enough to be able to sell them quick enough.
We were talking about at work, yeah, okay, you can do a home workout or whatever else, but realistically, at some points, what else was there to do?
I've got problems with two of my children.
Right, okay, what's happening at the moment?
He's attacking us, he's hitting me, he's hit my wife. He wants to go out, go to his friends. We're telling him he can't do that because of the corona. He's full on kicking, punching, all sorts of stuff. Trying to grab me because I took his phone off him.
We saw a lot of parents ringing up at the end of their tether because their child was kicking off, and trying to get young kids to understand that they can't go see their friends and go about their normal life is difficult.
I need someone to come to my house and remove my son.
You feel empowered now? You feel empowered that you picked your own fucking son? Do you ever think about my mental state and my well-being and my welfare?
You'd got people who'd not ever rung us for anything, never even mentioned mental health before. They were feeling suicidal because they're not seeing the family, they're not seeing the friends. Some people were just sat in the house for months.
I've been having a few problems with myself. I cannot sleep properly. It's just getting worse and worse, and I need to know what I need to do. Okay. Because I am fucked. I'm really fucked. It's just, oh God. And I don't know what to do.
It's almost like a helpless feeling. So you know it's happening, and there was no getting us out of this pandemic. It's completely out of your control. Sometimes you'll deal with stuff and you'll think, I have no idea what to do or how to help this person. And I think that's more scary than dealing with like really serious crime jobs. It's having someone who's completely desperate on the phone and not knowing how on earth you're going to be able to help them.
Please help, please help, please hurry up, please come down.
What
I have already reported it. Please come down.
Police emergency?
Please help, please. I've just been broken into.
Right, okay.
My windows smashed and everything's ransacked.
There were an increase in burglaries.
How many people are breaking in?
There's two, and what I could see with a flashlight. And I've just seen two people go down the alley to the side of the building.
You saw a lot more shoplifting from people you wouldn't expect. They'd not have a record, they'd never been in trouble before, and you think, why is this happening now? And then you look into it, it's because they'd lost their job, they just couldn't afford it.
And do you know what they've taken?
They've ransacked my cupboards and that.
They've ransacked your cupboard, sorry?
Yeah, love.
Since the start of the pandemic, it's estimated that nearly 1 million people across the UK have lost jobs, with millions more facing financial hardship.
Police emergency?
A lot of people who wouldn't normally struggle were now struggling. There was an increased level of desperation that then you got some really, really serious incidents happening.
It's 8 o'clock on Sunday evening.
Please, how can we help?
We had a robbery at our convenience store.
So what's actually happened?
Somebody's come in and threatened the staff at knife point. They've taken off with your till.
The staff described the knife.
It's like a large kitchen knife.
Right, we're going to get police straight out, okay?
PC's Liam Woodward and Kirsty Smith are directed to Catcliffe, a village on the border between Sheffield and Rotherham.
Hey, all right. How are you guys? Yeah. Are we all right to have a sit down somewhere, chat about it, yeah? Is that all right?
You want to tell them what happened?
Well, I came to go to the toilet, but I heard the door go, so I went to go back out, and then
The lad met me at the door
Okay.
with a knife in his hand, told me to open it to. I said, no, don't, because I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
He got hold of my arm, dragged me back at two, and he grabbed hold of it and just pulled it, and then he went. I was that scared, literally. The knife was like that.
Yeah.
I've had knives pulled on me in this job. It's one of the most terrifying experiences.
Have you been checked over by ambulance because it's quite a stressful occasion? You said you are pregnant.
Yeah, I'm 23 weeks.
To be faced by any knife is scary, but to be threatened when you're pregnant is horrific.
Advice from myself would be either take yourself up to hospital, just get yourself checked over. It's a really harrowing thing to go through. We don't want you to go through any undue stress. All right.
Catcliffe, generally speaking, is a nice area. We never had to deal with these types of crimes. At the most, somebody might have shoplifted, a chocolate bar.
Was there anyone else in the store at the time?
No. That's a knife, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about me, Daniel? Yes.
That's horrific. It looks a bit like he's not a gang, he's a bit of a desperate times kind of robber.
Armed robbers that target convenience stores, they must be pretty desperate and potentially illocal. They're not going to get much money, probably just got what's in the till, about £50. You're threatening someone with a knife for the sake of £50.
We've got everything that we need CCTV-wise and all right.
If you need anything, call in through 101. It'll give you some more details from that, and then that'll get you through to either myself, my colleague, or CID. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for your time. All right. Thank you. Cheers.
My family opened the store in 2012. I took ownership around about 2017.
So there's CCTV down this road as well.
That's my business at the end of the day, that's my livelihood. Why should somebody be able to come into my store and just help themselves? Truthfully speaking, the government need to look at why people are doing it. Why are they turning to this sort of crime to get by? It shouldn't be the case. Nobody should have to feel as though they need to turn to crime. If it's a financial thing, then there needs to be more support out there for people.
Almost a year on, and the crisis is far from over.
Not more than 6. You've got to have a mask on.
South Yorkshire Police teams have had to adapt to constant pressure.
Police emergency.
Hi there, I'm a children and family social worker.
Hello.
We've got an immediate incident outside a property we're hoping to visit.
The police have always been here to deal with whatever situation's thrown at them.
Are they self-isolating as a precaution, or as in they've got symptoms there?
We always say we're like the catch-all. If people don't know where to turn, they ring the police.
There are no what-ifs. What if we don't come to work? What if we don't get in a car together? What if we don't back each other up at jobs?
Hello, it's the police. You're on the kitchen floor.
We've signed up to do this job. We will do this job no matter what.
Hi love, what's happened is I need to talk to somebody who can deal with somebody who feels suicidal.
It is hard. My eldest mental health has suffered enormously.
Well, I'm really sorry to bother you. I
You
really
don't
am.
have to be sorry.
I think I'll always be resentful because of what my children have lost.
Our wedding's not till August. Hopefully this whole coronavirus died down by then.
I didn't see my kids for 10 or 12 weeks. My ex-wife and I decided that I'd keep away from them for a while. I don't ever want to be put in that position again. It's horrible.
Police emergency.
We've got a very difficult family situation.
There were a night in the control room where one of the local takeaways had brought us like a big, huge box of Indian food just to say thanks for doing his job.
So sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You're having a bit of a tough time, aren't you? I must admit, I have sat and thought, I'm so proud to work for these people and to come into work every day and knowing that I'm going to make a difference. Go and make yourself a cup of tea, something like that, and wait for officers to come in, have a chat with them, all right? It is hard, but you know what? We're going to get there.
Yeah, I know you've got hat hair.
Perry, who got into a fracas over Quavers at the supermarket, was released without charge. He's still doing his nan's shopping and trying to keep her safe.
What were he wearing? Ordinary suits, but he got an NHS thing.
Police were unable to locate the fake COVID inspectors.
There's my watch, there's rings and that in
Yeah.
there. Everything's just perfect as I left it.
Right.
The pensioner now never lets strangers into her home without checking.
Have you got that on your head?
The isolating woman chose not to make a statement, and no one was charged for bashing her door.
Look away, because he's spitting.
No further action was taken against the man accused of attacking the postman,
Have a person's check, please.
but he is now serving a year in jail for burglary.
Was there anyone else in the store at the time?
No.
Although police were unable to identify the knife-wielding robber,
I was that scared, the knife was like that.
the shop assistant he threatened has since had her baby. Mandeep has now sold his store.